It was really bad before. Attackers couldn't run and defenders had like 20 pace, plus 20 pace compared to your attackers no matter what. And AI defended like Prime Maldini. What just happened? What? What? What just happened? What? What? Did I just skip the game? Or did it just skip the game? Let's try that again. Okay. I think you can sim a game in... what? You can sim a game in kickoff? Why would you ever want to do that? If this game ends 1-1, I'm going to lose my shit. Why would you ever sim? Never mind, I'm confused as you. That was so weird. It just skipped. I really hope this game doesn't end 1-1. What the hell just happened? Okay, let's go. Let's go. That was weird. Never scored a career mode header. That's crazy. That seems like a... yeah, breaking game. Yeah, fair. So no changes. Reina starts in goal. We've got the back three. Dante leading that. Santa Cazorla was really good in the last game, as was Lisandro Lopez. Kamara and Cardozo with Santa Cruz on the bench. He came on and played pretty well last time. Got Sonal Chetri there, by the way, on the bench as well. The Indian player, one of the best Indian players of all time. Hopefully he will get some game time at some point. For the other team, we've got Neuer in goal, 1986. Milner, Moutinho, Dzeko and Giroud up top. Horch got the goal in the last game. He was pretty good. Haven't seen Sean... remember him when he was at Ajax? Haven't seen him yet. So, both... so, 1984... actually, I will pause just to give a brief look. 1984 need their points, right? 3 points could be crucial for them in this game. No matter what, they do get to play again because they will play in the Legacy Trophy later on. 1986, a win could put them in a very good position. 4 points should be enough for them to qualify. So 1984 kick us off. Here's Faria. I think the fullbacks actually played pretty well. Rude specifically in the last game seemed to handle Messi and pretty much everyone being on his side. Here's Horch. Dzeko loses it. Dante, that was a risky pass, but he made it through. Here's Lisandro Lopez. Now, I do want to be very clear. I am supporting 1984. Oh my god, that was nice. There's a player down. We haven't had a significant injury just yet. Lisandro Lopez with a decent enough shot. Neuer saves. Yeah, we haven't had any like major injuries. Someone had to be taken off just yet. Santa Cazorla on the corner, taking it with his right foot. It was Lopez who stayed down, if you're curious. Cardozo, no one scoring from a corner. Horcher. Tackled by Cardozo. Plays it up towards Kamara. We're up for a throw-in. I get the feeling this isn't going to be the highest quality game. The next one, though, is Messi versus Ronaldo. So we've got to get through this to get to that. But who knows? Maybe this will work out in 1984's favour. Here is Moutinho. Dzeko. Good interception. Sandro Lopez. Former Lyon player. Seems like he's been around forever. Santi Cazorla. Oh, he has his shot. I would have thought he would have cut in. There's Giroud. He gives it to Milner. Milner puts in a cross. Dante clears it. Giroud back in towards Dzeko. Good shot. Ooh. I was worried that was going to be a penalty. I think they played advantage. Lucky. Dante with the block. Kamara. There's an overlap from Santi Cazorla. Now he's playing as a half winger, which means he gets forced out wide. I would have preferred maybe in the next one he'll play a bit more centrally to get more technical. I really hope this is 1-1. Reminds me when I predicted one of those games with Bennett Fish 4-3 when the team was 3-0 down. Yeah. We've had some crazy scorelines in this tournament. I can't wait to make this video because there's going to be some really cool highlights. That was a good little dummy there from Inter-Alde. Faria. Lopez. Well, there's a run from Cardozo. We still got space. Oh, he chose to go for Cazorla instead. One of the shortest players on the pitch. Giroud. Dzeko. Back to Giroud. There's Moutinho. Giroud, he's got space ahead of him. He's going to shoot. Peperina handled it well. So yeah, you're going 1-1. I think I'm going to go with a 1-0 to 84. That's my prediction. Actually, oh shoot. Wait. I just remembered the simulation thing that just happened. If it ends 1-0, I'm calling, like, we've just gotten a weird little insight into how FIFA works, I think. I hope it doesn't end 1-1. Cardozo, he's through. Oh! Solid strike. Cardozo makes a 1-1. It's looking like it could be. Looking like it could be 1-1. Makes it 1-0, sorry. Looking like... If it's scripting... yeah, if it's 1-1, scripting is real. We've just seen it. For fact. This will be so interesting. Confirmed by Retro FIFA. See, this is what this channel does. We go in depth, and if we out fixing for definite, you know, this is what we're made for. Half time 1-0. So yeah, this is looking good for the 84. Despite the inevitable goal they're going to concede when 1986 make it 1-1. But this would put them in second place. Let's get into the second half. I wonder if I could break... Like, if this were to happen again, I suppose what I could do is start the second half and play, like, the first pass and then end it, because then that, like, just adds, like, a different thing, and then like play. Oh, that's not a very good strike. And then put it back to that, because then I'm not affecting it too much, but I like change the condition a little bit. That might be something to do. No, I think momentum is real, where your player's dynamic to adjust stats. I've played too much Ultimate Team to play otherwise. Yeah, but you see, there isn't anything wrong with momentum in theory, because like rubber banding in racing games is very real, and no one seems to mind that, even though that makes no sense at all. Rubber banding, it's just a form of rubber banding in FIFA, right? And I think they did. I feel like the only time I ever really hear them talking about it is in they did a trailer once where they talked about it in terms of animations, where it's like if they have missed 3 Oh, good save. If they've missed like 3 chances, their like body language will be different or something. I seem to remember that being in one of the trailers for one of the FIFAs. But yeah, it'd be good if they were clear. I feel like they should be clear on these types of things and be able to have it turned off for like actual competitions. I forget the name of it. Esports. Just makes it a bit clearer. But I don't think scripting is real. A lot of people think scripting is... But oh my god, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't think scripting is... Really? E-guide from FIFA 9, it talks about momentum. That's interesting. I would have thought momentum was like FIFA 17 onwards. I didn't think it was existed all the way back then. That's crazy. Thanks for that. That's really interesting. Here's Santi Cazorla. Cardozo. Kamara. In my head I was thinking if he scores it means scripting isn't real. Okay, so once again Horch comes off. Yeah, you're right. The fact that he missed, like, that seemed like it had to be a goal. Yeah. Dude, if this game ends 1-1, I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. This is so interesting. There's Perez, Matinho. You know, there is a setting in there, because I've had to go through all the settings for this, where it's like... if you select this setting, hold on, here's Cardozo. Come on, Cardozo, please score. Please score. Oh, no. There's a setting that's like, this will change the variability. So when you play different teams, there'll be more varied gameplay. And then there's one that's like, if you play the same team over and over, it will be more varied if you choose this setting in particular. But the overall gameplay will be more the same. So they do have settings that seem to suggest variability, but I don't know. There's 15 minutes. I think we're all supporting this being a 1-0 victory, right? Or 2-0, just not 1-1. No one wants a 1-1. Matinho. Milner. Diak. Back to Matinho. Oh, okay, we've got 10 minutes. Lopez. Santi Cazorla. You want the 1-1. Of course you want the 1-1. That wasn't a great shot from... I think that was Lopez. Diak or Deek. 5 minutes. I think it's going to be 1-0, you know. For theory busting, we need a 1-0 or a 2-0. I think it's going to be 1-0. I don't think there's time. I'm worried. Kamara. Lopez. Back to Kamara. Santi Cazorla. It's got to be 1-0. It's got to be. It's too late. Santi Cazorla. Oh, bad pass. Neuer collects it. That's it. That's it. And there we go. Okay, there wasn't a huge glaring error in this tournament. 1984, get a win. Script averted, rightly said. 1986. Sorry, QL. So 1984 with their first win. And this is how the table looks now. So 1984 are in second place. This is looking good. I want them to go far. But we have 85 and 87 to play each other next, so that could totally... that changes everything depending on the result, and then we'll go into the final game week where we will see who qualifies. We'll take a quick look at the stats. I just go through them so that I can look at the recording later and jot anything down, so bear with for a moment. No subs. Oh wait, no, they did make one sub, but yeah, of course, Horch came off. And next up, we'll get into the Messi versus Ronaldo game. Crazy that it's in the oldest group and one of the oldest teams as well now. That's a sad sight to see. But speaking of longevity, like, I've set this same tournament up in FIFA 10, I believe. And, you know, they're both obviously in it, so it's crazy. Like, the earliest game that I chose to go back to, of course, they've been in every single one. Cardozo with man of the match, by the way. And let's get into the next game. So it is 1985 versus 87. 85 is we're staying in Italy, and 87 is Stockport County, the mighty. And that is being played at the Mestella. I'm just going to assume it's a Stadio. Looking for the E's. Stadio. San Mamés Presidente. There we go. And this is being played at 8 PM local time. And let's get into the game. Messi versus Ronaldo. One of the big hitters. In terms of results, that if 87 were to win, and 87 is Messi's team, they would go well ahead at top place, whereas Ronaldo's team actually are in desperate need for a win. There we can see them both captaining their respective year groups. Said that as if it was like a school thing. That guy looks like ter Stegen. Who is that? There's a player there that looks very much like ter Stegen. Who is it? Okay, so getting into the teams. This is 1985. We've got Fabianski in goal. Back three with Albiol pushing out as the ball player. Modric and Sosa in midfield. Podolski and Young on the wings. Fernandez backing up. Rodriguez and Ronaldo once again, no changes. They'll be hoping not to lose in this game, otherwise there will be big changes. No changes as well for 1987, who start with Guaita in goal. It's a back four with Tim Ream on the left and Chris Trimmel on the right. Vidal and Mertens make the midfield two, and as four attackers they have Aspas, Lionel Messi, Benzema and Suarez, not to mention Pedro, Vardy and Cavani, all options on the bench. They've got very good attack, I think. Ronaldo or Messi, who's better? That's the question. Maybe I won't answer. Maybe I'll let FIFA answer it in this game. Technically, probably Messi. Ronaldo will probably absolutely go down as the all-time top goal scorer. So he'll have that. But in terms of just like personal ability, it has to be Messi. But I prefer Ronaldo. And in terms of trophies, it's you can make the debate on who did better, because obviously Messi has Argentina. You know, if Ronaldo was Brazilian, it might have been a different story. But Messi has the World Cup. Ronaldo has 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Not many La Ligas. That's probably the big thing against Ronaldo. Messi has so many La Ligas. And that's literally them playing against each other. Messi won more leagues. So, yeah, what do you think? Here he is, Messi. Gives it to Trimmel. Messi. And that's cut out well by Albiol. Back to Messi. Suarez has the shot from distance, and that's a good save from Fabianski. I love myself a Polish goalkeeper. Fabianski, Szczesny. There's another one. I swear there's another one. Both of those at one point played for Arsenal at the same point. Who's the other one? I used to love Kujak. What's the big one? Suarez gives it to Vertonghen. Fabianski with another save, but Suarez let it go out. That said, I also prefer and am a bigger fan of Ronaldo. Huge Man U fan tax. But I think Messi edges. Yeah, same here. I think, to be honest, the worst thing Ronaldo did was rejoin Man United. I think his reputation took damage from that. If he had just gone straight to Saudi, I think more people would be on his side. Or if he just went to City. Although he would have lost all the United fanboys, which is me included, yes. Podolski's got so much space, by the way. But if he went to City, he probably would have won the league and had done even better. Ronaldo, crazy skill, and Ronaldo scores, makes it. That's his first goal of the tournament from open play. And he hits the Sui. Amazing skill there. Scored with his left foot. Makes it 1-0. Currently, Ronaldo's winning the debate. I think Ronaldo's first season back was very underrated. Yeah, the thing that Ronaldo has for his time at United was that he pretty much was rescuing a really underperforming team all the time. Like, people forget about those Champions League games where he seemed to always pop up in the last minute to win us it. Oh, here he goes. Can he make it 2-0? The only thing I would say is I think if Man United don't sign Ronaldo, we probably would have been a better team because we changed our play style to adapt to Ronaldo because he wasn't doing the things that we wanted him to do, but he was getting goals still, so we had to have him. But I think we would have been a better team without him, and it kind of interrupted what Ollie was doing at the time. And I think even he said that he probably regrets making that signing, but it was a signing he had to make. Ronaldo, he's doing it himself here. This is the thing about Ronaldo. As soon as Messi comes up, he's like, I gotta perform. It's a foul. Is he going to take it long? No, it's just a kind of a chipped ball. Benzema. Suarez. Vidal was making a decent run there. Oh, he's gotten into the box. Back to Benzema, and that is 1-1. The Real Madrid boys coming up big right now. Yes, that is Vidal. We've actually got 2 Chilean in this 87 team because Medel is on the bench. So I think it's kind of funny that they both happen to be from the same year group. Ronaldo. Ooh, almost. Didn't realise he was still in FC. What a foot legend. Yeah, where is he at the minute? Vidal is playing for Colo Colo. So that's why he's still there. Benzema on the volley. Ooh, Fabianski took a moment to collect that, and that is half-time 1-1. Have you seen his TikTok? Vidal's TikTok? It is insane. Like, Lewandowski gets hate for his, because his is a kind of cringe. Vidal is like full-on uncle vibes. Like, it's really strange. I definitely recommend go on his TikTok, click most popular, and just have a little flick through. Oh, what up, Zidiot? How you doing? Don't like Zidiot? I don't want to call you Zidiot. Benzema through to Suarez. There could be a very early chance here. For 87, has the shot, and that is 2-1. Very quick turnaround. I just looked at his homepage, stared for 80 seconds and closed the tab. It's so weird. It's very strange. It's very strange in general, just having footballers on TikTok. But sometimes you get like a very strange one like Vidal. To be honest, I used to love Lewandowski's. He doesn't do it as much now. Here's Modric. Says recently, just the other day, says he wants to continue at Real Madrid another season. Ronaldo with a strike. He's gone a very different route than Toni Kroos. No way, what? He scored a free kick from the halfway line? That's crazy. I think the furthest out I've got might even be that Messi one from the Barcelona save. How have the games been? The games have been good so far. We have 3 left, including this one, before the group stages are done. But we've had some interesting ones. I'll show you the league table in a moment. Here's Modric. Gets into the box. Rodriguez. And there we go. Yeah, you see, you say you should go the Toni Kroos route, but... Oh, Messi. Oh, Messi. This has got to be a goal. And it is. This team, this 87 team, they wait until the last minute and they strike. They always seem to be not doing too well. Concede first, but they always come back. Messi with the goal. But I don't agree with what Toni Kroos did. Like, because he said the reason was that he wanted to go out on a high and not ruin his reputation. But like, if he went to, maybe not Bayern, but if he just went to a smaller team and just like played another 10 years, you know, if he didn't feel it in his legs, whatever, but if he just kept going, absolutely would not have ruined his reputation. Look at like players like Raul or whatnot. He played in Hoffenheim. What is Young doing? I really was hoping that would have been crazy. Like, he played in Hoffenheim and stuff. Like, he continued to play, and that doesn't hurt his reputation at Real Madrid. Like, I don't get it. Rooney played for years outside of Man United. Didn't ruin his Man United reputation. Basically, I'm just saying I wish Kroos was still playing. It was a sad sight at the World Cup because his last tournament, that one. Yeah, I think everyone wanted him to like kind of go out on that win. Messi turned it on real life out of nowhere. Yeah. I don't think Ronaldo's team are going to get the win here. It's too much quality. Mertens. Here's Messi. I think he's going to get another with his right foot. Makes it 4-1. Cantona, that's another one, yeah. There's plenty. I mean, it's funny when you think of like players like George Best as well. Like how he barely played. He retired for a little bit in the middle. And He only played a little bit, and yet he's such a legend. Outside of foot with the right foot. That's crazy from Messi. This is going to put them well clear top of the table, but Ronaldo is at risk of leaving the competition. I've never seen Tony beg to be subbed. Yeah, right. You know, he was supposed to sign for United. Apparently, I read somewhere that when Moyes got sacked, he was in, or maybe Cruz was in his house. They were having like lunch together. So Cruz was there when the announcement happened. Here's Sosa. Well, that's a good interception. Ronaldo. Loses it. Aspas. Ooh, is this feeling like another Suarez? Benzema. And that's a shot well wide. Oh, this is interesting. Abdelhamid is coming on for his first game of the tournament. I personally would have loved to have seen that, but just almost every top player that joined us since Ferguson, he made the right choice. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like there are players who have gotten so much abuse. The one that I think of is Fred. He was very close to joining for City. If he had joined City, he would have been amazing. Modric. Oh, Modric gets one back. It's consolation goal, but fair enough. But yeah, every player, and Maguire also. Pep really wanted Maguire. He would have been amazing at City, but everyone who joins United, it's a graveyard for talent in the last 10 years. Looks like this is going to be another loss. I'm going to check out. Fred would have been for some reason I read that as Fred would have been a good dog under Pep. Yeah, no, Fred would have been great because he has the ability, and in a good team he has the ability. I look at McTominay in Italy right now; he's doing great. Oh, if they were to score now, that would really shake things up. Here's Podolski, Modric, Young. Ooh, no, I think it's over. United's fan base is so toxic. Yeah. Definitely agree with that one. What do you think of the United Stadium? Oh, Messi coming off so they can get his standing ovation. It looks crazy. When I first saw it, I thought it looked like I thought it was because I looked at it before I read what the article was, and I thought it was just one of the stadium designs for the Saudi World Cup. Oh wow, that's crazy. You can see Old Trafford from the window. That's going to suck. Yeah, it does kind of look like a circus. Although I don't think it's going to look like that in real life, because I think it's supposed to be based off Manchester skylights. So I think it's going to be more like glass. In the photos, there's a lot of white, which make it look like tents, and it looks like that Saudi kind of style. But I don't think it's going to look like that, just based off when it's actually built. That's my hope, anyway. So let's get this into the spreadsheet. Hold on, match facts. 2-4 to 1987. Sam Kurtz, can you say hi to Asaf Bator? Who is Asaf Bator? Honestly, Man United. But hi, I hope you're doing well, Sam. Thanks for coming in. Honestly, Man United should get relegated. It would be a wake-up call for the board. Yeah, that would be interesting. It would set us back a lot, because I want to see how Amorim does. and we wouldn't get to see that if that were to happen. Is the only thing. 2-4, so that's a win for 87. That's 7 goals, 3, and 85. That's a loss. Okay, so here is the table. 85 need to go there. So this is where things stand going into the final game week. So we've got 2 games left. 85. Remember, 85 are currently bottom. That is Ronaldo's team. If they were to finish in 3rd place, as long as they finish on 4 points, which is the only way that they can finish in 3rd place, they would qualify. So if 85 win their next game, which is against 84, they win. They qualify. And you know what? I think because of that, I'm going to do the classic restructure and play this game first, because that 84-85 game is massive. So we're going to play 86-87 first. If 86 were to win that, then they would qualify. If 84 don't win, that's the situation. We are going to change some squad stuff because we're going into the final game, so we need to see if we can help some of these guys out. Benzema, and I also think 87 in this scenario where they have absolutely qualified will rotate just a tiny bit. Not massively, but like they've got players like Cavani and Vardy on the bench. They might start. We might still start Messi though. And lastly, a 4 from Fabianski. If Man United went down to the Championship, they would not come straight back up. That depends, I think, purely on who stays. Because you look at when Juventus got relegated, a lot of those players stayed. So I think that would be the case for a few of ours, but not all of ours. I think we probably would come up, because you're seeing, like, look at the 3 teams that got promoted. If the 3 teams that got promoted were any good, we would be relegated. Although we are playing a little bit better now and getting a bit further away from that relegation zone. But there was a period when we were just above that, and if those teams were any better, we would definitely have been in the relegation zone this season. I get why it looks like a circus, though. Make the stadium looks like football clowns in a circus. Yeah. 86 versus 87 coming up next. So that is, let's take a look. At 86 first. What changes can be made? They are looking for a win. They're looking for their first win. They don't have a lot of quality. You can't drop Jacko Giroud. I suppose you could move Milner further forward, but he's doing well there because he basically is playing as that right winger. It's just they don't have the quality to make many changes away from this team, really. You could swap some of the players that are like similar, but I really don't know. None of the squad would want to stay. They would all want to go to. There would probably be a lot of this situation like when, say, Cardiff went down, or a lot of the time teams go down and they loan out their players, to like France or whatever, because they want to be playing high level. But it's like if you get back into the Premier League, then we'll you know, we'll see. Oh, that's the wrong team. 8-7. But I get what you mean, how difficult the championship is to come out of. The only thing I would say is look at how badly performing a lot of the teams that have come up have been, which I feel like is showing that the gap is getting a little bit bigger. The championship is crazy difficult, but I think that the gap is getting bigger each year. I think a couple years ago, I wouldn't be saying that, but I think the last couple of years, it does seem like the teams that come up are just haven't been playing well enough. Where's 87? Stockport. Wishful thinking I'd find them in the thing. So I'll rotate. So yeah, I'll let Romero play, and I think I'm going to bring in Cavani and Vardy, and I also think Pedro. But I don't really want to make too many other changes. But who you buy? Yeah, it would be interesting to see what the financial situation would be in that case, because obviously we don't have a very strong position as it is already, so we can't be. It wouldn't be that we go down and we buy anyone that we want, because we would be losing tons of money. But then again, there would be the parachute payments, but I'm not sure that is enough for Man United to buy like whoever we would want if we went down. And also, I don't know. It would be very interesting to see what would happen in that case, because we also would probably be in a unique position where we could sign players of a higher quality, because they're like, well, they could make the argument that, oh, we're going to get promoted anyway, so we could maybe sign higher quality players than we should be. But I don't know. And also, to play for United is a better way of, more players are going to want to join United, and they have the opportunity to do so in that unique situation. It would be very interesting in a lot of different ways, I think. I'm getting distracted thinking about it. Hold on, let me just get this game going, and then I'll come back to this.